I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we are making a lovely bottle of something I'm calling Sweet Magnolia Natural Cleansing Oil. So this all-natural cleansing oil is really gentle. It's very mild. It rinses off and leaves the skin feeling really satiny and conditioned and nourished. It's not at all drying or stripping. So while I often save cleansing oils for kind of just the eye area for just removing eye makeup, this one I consider to be more of a full face one and less of an eye makeup removing one. It's brilliant for things like foundation and sunscreen and makes just a really lovely mild facial cleanser, especially if you have dry or sensitive skin. So today we are filming in my kitchen because it is one of the cooler rooms in my house. So it is currently 36 degrees Celsius outside, which is roughly half a degree shy of the hottest recorded temperature in history for Calgary. I know for many places in the world this isn't that hot, and I know many places in the world are a lot hotter right now, but I don't have any kind of air conditioning. And also, like 5 months ago, it was about 70 degrees Celsius colder than it is now. So just crazy pants, man. But I'm roasty toasty today and really glad that this doesn't require any heat to make. So as with all cleansing oils, this cleansing oil is mostly oil. How many times can I say oil in one sentence? The main oil in this cleansing oil is fractionated coconut oil. This is getting out of hand. I chose fractionated coconut oil because it is lightweight and inexpensive. You don't have to use that one. You can use a different lightweight, inexpensive oil. Just please make sure, emphasis on inexpensive. Please don't use something like argan oil or prickly pear seed oil in large amounts in a cleansing oil formulation, because just what a waste. You'll also find some castor oil in here. This is something I first started putting in cleansing oils back when I was experimenting with the oil cleansing method, and I find I like the cleansing boost it gives to our formulations. And then I've included a bit of coco caprylate to really lighten up the overall base. The ingredient that gives this cleansing oil its self-emulsifying rinse-off properties is a new one to me. So this is polyglycerol for oleate, and this was a gift from Skin Chakra, so thank you so much. The cleansing oil formulations I've shared in the past use ingredients like polysorbate 80 or chromoleant SCE for that self-emulsifying rinse-off goodness. But yeah, they're not natural, and I was curious to try a natural alternative, and there aren't a lot of them around, so I was absolutely stoked when Ellen from Skin Chakra got in touch and offered to send me some things, because my reader Joanna has been making things like making riffs on my formulations using this for quite a while and sharing them with me and telling me about them, and so I was really excited to play with this. When compared to polysorbate 80 or chromoleant SCE, I would say that polyglycerol for oleate is quite a lot milder. So I'm using it at 15% in this formulation, which is the maximum recommended usage level, and it's still very mild. A 15% of polysorbate 80 in a cleansing oil would really rinse off very well, to the point of potentially being too strong, but this cleansing oil is still really mild and gentle on the skin. If you don't have any polyglycerol for oleate, I have provided instructions on how to modify the formulation to use something that you might have instead, so please make sure you're going down to the description box below this video and clicking through to the blog post for that information. Holy moly, I am warm. The name of our cleansing oil comes from the essential oil that I've used to scent it, which is Magnolia flower essential oil. This was a gift from Plants Power, and I absolutely love this essential oil. It has a really gorgeous, exotic, complex scent that is bright and sweet, but not cloying. I would say it's identifiably floral, but not in a really perfumey way. I've included just a wee bit of this at 0.3%. You could definitely use a different essential oil if you don't have it. I have more information on that in the blog post below as well. Making this is really easy. As I mentioned earlier, no heat is required. Just kind of combine everything in a beaker or the bottle, stir or shake to combine. If you're shaking, make sure you cover it first. And that is pretty much it. If you are looking for more information on this formulation, please make sure you are reading the full partner blog post, which is always linked in the description box below this video. Okay, let's go get started. So to start with, in this small beaker, I've already weighed out our fractionated coconut oil, 27.1 grams. So you could definitely use a different oil. We're just looking for something that is lightweight and inexpensive. So fractionated coconut oil fits the bill nicely. Up next, we're going to add the castor oil. We're going to need 5 grams of this. Up next is 10 grams of coco caprylate. As you can see that the trade name assigned to the product that I have is coco silicone, but if you flip it over, the inky here is coco caprylate. So this is a really lightweight natural ester that helps lighten the feel of the cleansing oil even more. If you don't have this, you could just use more fractionated coconut oil. I've also suggested some other possible alternatives in the blog post, so depending on what you have, just make sure you're heading over there and reading the substitutions list that I always put at the bottom of every blog post. So that is linked in the description box below this video. And so that right there, that is the bulk of our cleansing oil. So we just have 3 ingredients left. So I will add the polyglycerol 4 oleate next. So this was from Skin Chakra and it was a gift, so thank you so very much. This is our natural ingredient that gives the cleansing oil self-emulsifying properties for rinse off awesomeness. I find this to be quite gentle. It's also quite thick. So I love this bottle that is just a squeeze bottle with a nice little orifice reducer, so you can just kind of gently squeeze out blips and blobs of it. So we need 7.5 grams of this. If you don't have this, please make sure you are reading the partner blog post for substitution suggestions. There are quite a few things that you can use instead. And now we just have 2 ingredients left. So I'll start with our antioxidant. This is vitamin E, and we're going to need 1/4 gram of this. If you'd like to learn more about the vitamin E that we use in cosmetic formulation, please make sure you're looking it up in the Humblebee and Me encyclopedia. It's listed under tocopherol. And then our last ingredient is some Magnolia flower essential oil. So this was a gift from Plants Power, and you may know this essential oil by its Latin name, Micaelia alba. I have used it on Humblebee and Me before under that name. And so this is just such a lovely, fresh smelling, sweet, but not cloying essential oil. I really, really love it. And so we just need 0.15 grams of this. If you don't have this, make sure you're reading the blog post for substitutions. I think lavender would be a really nice alternative. But yeah, if you like sort of really interesting and sort of exotic florals, I really recommend checking out this essential oil. It's quite a unique and lovely one, and yeah, it's great. So how neat is that? You can see kind of the different layers due to the different densities of the ingredients. But our next step is stirring this together. I do find that the polyglycerol can be a little bit kind of slow to incorporate. It will incorporate, but you will need to stir this more than you would if it was, say, polysorbate 80. You can also definitely just make this right in the bottle, measure everything into the bottle you're going to store it in, cap it, and then give it a good vigorous shaking until everything is uniform. Once the mixture is uniform, all that's left is packaging. And so for packaging, I'm going to use this 50 milliliter airless pump bottle from Humblebee. So this was a gift, and it's got a treatment pump cap rather than like one of the bigger kind of ones you might have seen with lotion pumps. So that works well to just dispense a small amount of product. Got a little bit left over, so I can give you a bit of a demonstration. So for a bit of a demonstration, I popped a bit of makeup on the back of my hand. This is a swipe of the KVD Tattoo Eyeliner, and this is a MAC lipstick. So to use this cleansing oil, I like to massage it into dry skin to start. you'll notice that it breaks down the red lipstick right away and is slower to work on the eyeliner. So the eyeliner is a much longer wearing product, but this is quite a gentle cleansing oil. And so honestly, I prefer to use this cleansing oil as sort of a face cleansing oil because it leaves my skin feeling really rich and conditioned. And if I'm wearing a lot of really waterproof eye makeup, I choose a different cleansing oil that has sort of stronger wash off and stronger solvent properties. The sort of thing that I would be less likely to want to use on my entire face just because it is quite a lot stronger and I'm not wearing like really long wearing waterproof makeup everywhere. So just, use it where I need it. Because this product is quite gentle and the polyglycerol for oleate is quite mild, I do like to finish up by wiping my skin down with a damp microfiber cloth just to kind of really make sure I've gotten everything off, and then I'm left with really soft, rich feeling skin that's not tight or dry at all. And there we are. So we just made a beautiful Sweet Magnolia natural cleansing oil. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and please remember to read the full partner blog post, which is linked in the description box below this video. So if you're wondering where I bought the ingredients or about substitutions for something you don't have, if you're wondering what an ingredient does, why I chose it, all kinds of things, you will find that information in the description box below. Just click through to the blog post and give that a read. There's also links in that blog post to further recommended readings, so other cleansing oil formulations, cleansing balm formulations, foaming facial cleansers, all kinds of awesome stuff. But yeah, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.